Representing the center court for the award ceremony. Let's hear it for the NBA champions.
And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
So the Houston starting five. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small. Forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Here's SGA. Following the score by Houston. And SGA throws it down.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Following the score by Houston. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. From downtown. They get it again to the left wing. Hartenstein finds SGA. Now Williams. The three from Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, nothing. Soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Thompson. Smith outside. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger, signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
SGA passes to Wallace. There's the drive, and he dunks it down.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way.
He'll take those all day long.
Thompson's shot is off.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
Pass to Williams. Launches a three. Sinks the tray.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Here's Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Here's Thompson. Thompson with a screen. And here's Van Vliet. Takes the three. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Just another day doing what he does. Van Vliet lines it up and drills.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. For the Thunder, Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Finney Smith. Taking a look at the Rockets. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Shepard in at the 1. Now here's Thompson. He's got 7. Back to Şengün. And here's Shepard for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Not his best work at all. This is the quarter he'd rather forget.
Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh,
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Mitchell. Down low. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten his second bucket.
that's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Williams has got 11.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Now here's Williams. He's got 11. No good with the triple. Thompson in the post. Watched by Wallace.
Another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
Thunder trail by 6. Outside Mitchell. Wallace outside. Eason against Williams. And here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ooh, poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And then for Houston, Smith. He's checked in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for... Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man! My goodness. Amen Thompson making a statement at the hoop.
The Thunder have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Thompson. Now Şengün. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. And that concludes the first half. Rockets ahead, up 6. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
KD, you're really getting up and down the floor out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to...
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Brooks, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throw.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, like most.
Glad you could join us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amen Thompson.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Wallace and Williams run the wings. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Wallace with it, guarded by Smith. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And Williams has done a great job finding his rhythm here tonight. He's just trying to get as many points as he can.
Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Durant. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The Thunder pull it in. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Brian?
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Rockets making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Looking at our leaderboard here. And then Thompson's checked in for Okogie. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And Houston making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
That's good from Smith. And Clark, one thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboards.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation. To build on. You've got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
Durant finds Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson with the bounce rising up for the jam.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 9. Shot to stop the run. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 8 points.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Thompson outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Mitchell's checked in for Wallace. Both free throws good from Thompson. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied. It just continues to elevate his game year after year.
To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Doubled by Durant. Williams finds Hartenstein.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And for the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Caruso, and it's Wallace in for Mitchell. So the Houston 5 right now. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
SGA against Van Vliet out.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Houston leading by 14. Thompson. Oh, he jammed it!
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. On the wing, Williams. Outside Holmgren. Shoots a three. Dash from downtown.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Thompson, outside Durant. Here's Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Thompson, a screen on Williams. Now Thompson. 6 to shoot. And he slams it down.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
Thunder trail by 15. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, guarded by Van Vliet. Taking it inside, SGA.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Houston has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Thompson. Oh, the shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And he racks up 2.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Thompson goes in.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
And the Thunder shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Outside Holmgren. Here's SGA. Takes a 3. Van Vliet there for the rebound. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness. And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Rockets.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out.
Oh! Whoa! This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Thompson attacking. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. Oh, wow! Hammers down the reverse.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
We'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season.